Hey, welcome back to Zwift's Women's Racing Series 2. We're here with Crystal from ATP Racing and Aunt Ruth from Coalition for this week's rotating commentary. Today is August 14th, and this is week 7 of our 8-week series. And today we're coming to you live from the Innsbruck UCI short lap for the long scratch race. This race is being used to test the new Zwift Racing score. So, Ruth, would you like to go ahead and tell us a little bit about that ranking system?
I would, thank you. It's a new ranking system that replaced the long-standing traditional categories in Zwift of A to D with a new 0 to 1,000 scale, reflecting your current level based on race performances and power. It's a new system that helps Zwift recommend the most competitive kind of cluster for you. And you can view your racing score within your profile on the Zwift Companion app and on ZwiftPower.com anytime you'd like. Zwift Racing score, I gotta get my screen better, there we go, is on a scale of 1 to 1,000. 1,000 is the highest, and the categories are broken up by assigning racing score ranges to each category. For example, you can see the categories over to the right, kind of breaking up the categories from A at the top to E at the bottom. Like the E's would be 0 to 220. The A's will be 540 and above, and then the rest fills out. Okay. And Crystal, would you like to take it from, oh, we still have her on the screen, my apologies.
Yeah, so this is our week 7 of the 8-week series, and it will use the 6 out of the 8, your best 6 races out of 8 will count towards your total. So here are the races. We are on race 7, which is the long scratch race. So we've had a mixture of short scratch and long scratch races and 2 time trials in the overall race series.
And as a reminder, the scratch races points are awarded for finishing line. There are no intermediate points at sprints or on the climb, so there are no scores there. It's only your finishing place. Current rider standings, we'll take a look. We've got the categories 1 through 5. In category 1, our fastest racers, Holly Diop, is leading the charge at the top for Team Coalition. Rita Conquest. Number 2, Sarah Roach. Number 3, Telma. I'm so sorry, Telma. I did look you up earlier on Google Translate. A lovely, awesome, fabulous last name. Telma Poor-Daughter. Tina Jareth in 5th. We'll move over to Cat 2.
Yeah, so we've got a really close race in the top 4 in this category. Sarah at the top, leading at 290 points, tied with Nicole. And then Natalie and Caroline in close 3rd and 4th behind them, and Vanessa Beaver bringing up 5th. So all really, really close in this category.
Same thing with the category 3s. Again, it's going to make for an exciting last 2 finishing races with Valerie at the top at 295, Katie behind her, Nina right on her tail, Lisa Hines again right there. Everybody in the top 5 is within striking distance of a podium, and Maggie Lowe is currently in 5th. Cat 4 to you, Crystal.
Category 4. We've got another close category. I mean, Sarah McLeod, 288, tied with that's Tracy Sperry, 288 as well. Maggie Keene close behind, 287, and then you've got Margaret Thompson and Courtney Swaim bringing up 4th and 5th in that category.
I've got to do a call out to Margaret Thompson. Stunning. I believe the woman is may have hit 70 years old. Absolutely stunning, brilliant athlete. And if I recall, she even did a race across America as a twosome in her 60s. Really amazing. So Cat 5, we've got leading the category there at 297. Really In a good position is Carolina, followed by Jeanette at 288, still within striking distance if she has a great last two races. Connie, followed by Mel and Kay Watson, all right up there in the mix and also close to each other. Should make for an exciting finish to the season.
Yeah, so let's go over our course profile here. Today we're on the Innsbruck UCI short course, and it's a long scratch race at 23.9 kilometers in length and 487 meters of climbing. So it'll be flat for your first 4 kilometers, then into the Innsbruck KOM, which starts around 4 kilometers in, and then it lasts for 7.4K in length and averages a gradient of 5.4%, which ends around 11K. Then you have downhill and flat until the leg snapper, which occurs around 20 kilometers. But it's very short and punchy, 430 meters or 0.43 kilometers at about 7%, then flat to the finish.
Really
we've got
exciting.
a few expected. Yeah, it's gonna be fireworks today.
Absolutely so true, 100%. It's going to be fireworks, is right. We've got expected finish times for this race based on an earlier race today. Cat 1, 42 minutes, out to Cat 5, estimating 54 minutes to an hour, and the range in between there. How would you race this, going into this, kind of looking at your current fitness levels, Crystal, and strengths? If I recall, you're kind of a puncher, sprinter, having raced with you in the past as a beloved ATP frenemy.
Yeah, so I mean, really, I would get a good warm up for sure, and then really try to just pace my climb with the leaders. I personally am not trying to break away on the climb, but just maintain position and try to stay in touch. I'm more of I can really excel on the short, punchier stuff or sprint finishes. So if I can just hang in till the end, that's where I would make my move. Try to bring it down to a sprint. How about you, Ruth?
That sounds really smart. Kind of knowing your strengths and when to spend the matches is so key. And having raced with Crystal, I can guarantee you she is a strong cookie and she knows how to race. And this one, right now I'm a little heavier. I would, stay on those wheels. Draft is still important going uphill. Obviously, when it gets more steep, the draft falls off, but there are still some flat sections of this climb that you'll see that are important to stay on people's wheels and don't get dropped right before those little flat stretches on the climb. And you definitely want to go over the top with the group. Do not get caught in no woman's land. It's hard going downhill without anybody to draft and work with. Exciting.
All right, here we are, 5 seconds here. Let's go. This is group 1.
All right, and we are off and running. It looks like we only have 2 racers, but both very strong, capable racers. It'll be exciting to watch them. No team tactics, obviously, but benefit them to work together.
So we saw these two last week kind of playing cat and mouse, I think, towards the end, but they're always in this group. That is Tina and Thelma, I believe. Two very, very strong riders.
Yeah, looking at their current, kind of keeping their powder dry a little bit, heart rates around 140. Interesting, low RPM, but everybody rides a little different. Super smooth there, though. And they definitely don't want to be burning matches this early in the race. The first 4 kilometers, like you said, very flat, steady. The battle is on the hill.
For sure.
Yeah. I was looking at fun cycling races earlier, and they say it's only a hill, get over it.
All right, so we're back to the pins. Group 2 is off and running. So that's a really, really big field there. They really showed up today.
Nice 17-person field, fabulous looking race right here. We're going to have some team tactics, hopefully. Just 2-3 members per team, but that still allows for some team tactics. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. Certainly they're staying compacted right now, very smart, tucking in. Nobody's going to break away early right here. These ladies are too seasoned and experienced in racing. Okay. Who do we see in this group? I see Becca Nielsen, as everybody is, if you've listened to some of these earlier broadcasts, Becca has been on as our fabulous commentator. See Nicole Smith from Riot. And there are lots of really strong ladies in here. It's going to be an exciting race. What kind of bikes do you see in there, Crystal? You noticing?
Oh, yeah. So you got some Tron bikes, the Zwift concept. That'll be, I think that's what I'll probably try to ride later on when I'm racing. And Group 3 really is off now.
Smaller group here in the Group 3. Got 2 Tron bikes. And let's see if we can call out the names here. I'm going to pull up our names. Catherine and
we got Catherine and
Herd Lady. Power. Let's go to the C's. We've got Sweet Hamathy is her name. And on Zwift. And Catherine D and L. Ines. Let's see who they are here. They must have been some late signups. I don't see them right there. Okay. Let's see how they're doing. The heart rate's a little bit higher. They're pushing it a little bit. Cat 5 is in the pins, ready to go. Cat 4 is taken off.
All right, and another big group. So that's 20 in this group. So that's exciting for them.
That is. That's gonna.
I always love when I get at least 15 in the group with me.
Oh, so true. The bigger, the better. And Margaret Thompson is there. You're one of your teammates. You can see her up on the front.
Go, Margaret.
Yeah. Everybody's kind of in that 2.5 watts a kilogram stage right now. We're highlighted on Blair from the Herd. And you're right, Crystal. We see it seems to be that Tron bike is pretty popular. And I see a few Scott Addicts, I think, out there. Another really capable bike on in the real life and right here on Zwift for this kind of a course. All right, we see all 5 screens. It looks like the top 2.
All right, very good. Number 5 is out on course, so category 5 out. They've got a really nice group as well. So
they sure do. Wendy, I think, is highlighted. I saw her make a really interesting statements earlier. I'll see if I can pull some of those up. Some fun things that she described about herself as a racer. Okay, Wendy Weaver, who rides for Coalition. Let's see. She loved Zwift racing. She says the social part of it definitely, but with the actual riding, I love the buzz, the adrenaline, the chase, and the accomplishment. Absolutely fun-spirited Wendy Weaver from Scotland, racing for Coalition. Very positive. So, okay.
That's what I love about this women's racing is just everybody's so positive and supportive of each other. That's what's really keeps bringing me back.
Oh my gosh, so true, Crystal. Exactly. That's what it keeps me going over the winter. It's fun in the summer, and you develop a community really, especially on team racing. It's the same girls.
So this is our category 1, and they are approaching the climb, I believe. So they're at 3K in, so they should be coming up to the climb shortly.
And this climb starts fairly gradually, but then there's several different points along the route where if they want to attack each other, it's prime time. So So we'll see what they do. These are both very strong riders.
All right, there it goes. There's the start of the KOM for them. So,
all right. Here's this larger Cat 2 group coming up with a couple 100 meters to go before the start of the official KOM. Again, it starts off fairly relaxed. We see a couple people using power-ups of the draft, which is reasonable at this point. This is still a flat part of the course. Cole Smith is steady at 150 beats a minute, keeping some energy in reserve for this 20 to 25 minute climb, I would estimate.
yeah, and that's, I think, Natalie.
Yeah.
From Riot, yeah.
She's I've seen her racing for several years, a really strong racer, all-around racer. Got the Cat 3 ladies now coming onto the foot of the climb. Got some good high revolutions per minute with Amity. Very efficient pedaling. Crystal, how do you like to pedal on a climb? Do you keep your revs up? Do you like to?
Yeah, I like to kind of keep my RPMs very similar to, very steady throughout. So I like to go a little higher on the climb and not completely bog down the legs muscularly. So I tend to spin a little faster on the climbs.
Oh, you and I are cut from the same cloth. I agree. And it shifts some of the work to the heart. There's nothing worse than going into complete lactate overload on the climb. Yeah, having a little bit of reserve for the finish.
Yeah, I think if it's shorter, I would do just kind of power up it sometimes. I won't shift, but this longer effort, definitely have to settle in and really pace it, not burn myself out for the second half of the race.
Smart. Interesting developments in the Cat 4 group. We have the group kind of breaking apart very early with an elite attack off the front by Phasey of Synergy. We've got her being chased. Very exciting. Okay, they're making a little bit of separation from the group. Got a chase group of 5 that's going to should get back on their wheel fairly easily here.
Three Swedish Swifters there chasing, so that's a nice little team group.
Absolutely. This is the fun part, is where you see the tactics and the evolution of the race as it unfolds and how you respond to it as a group. Very interesting. These guys, they're pushing hard already. This is even the flatter section of the base of the mountain. Okay, we see all 5 categories at play. Got 5 ladies staying together, coming to the base of the mountain. Got most of the group all nice together. Here we go.
Oh, there's someone using their fire socks already.
What are fire socks, Crystal?
So you get to a certain level, I believe, and then you obtain fire socks in your garage. And if you hit a certain watts per kilo above your FTP, then your fire socks shoot fire out of your socks. I mean, it's kind of a giveaway to your competitors, though, because they know you're attacking. So I'm not sure how I feel about that in races.
It's fun. It's a different way to get into people's heads. Or like, oh my God, they're going. Should I go? Should I respond? Should I chase? And here we go. Telma off the front. She's got 11 seconds of separation from her competitor.
Oh man!
Wow!
I didn't know what they were gonna do. Yes, she is. She's really cranking it up that climb.
And she's a very early attack, in my opinion. But if she's got the strength, you do it. She's really pushing it out of the saddle, low RPM, just kind of dancing on the pedals. That's the way she climbs. She climbs, and boy, is she doing it up around well over 300 watts of power. So she's sustaining. Tina is on her heels. She is pacing. She's got, looks like she's going to pick a different spot to go.
She looks more like me in that 87 to 90 RPM. I'm definitely not pushing the low cadence going up this climb, but Thelma is cranking up there. So
she sure is. Maybe we'll see how this finishes out, how it develops as we get up this climb. Got this little switchback right there. It's fairly steep. Got the Cat 2 set group coming up here on a 10% gradient. Group's mostly staying together. We do have a little bit of stretch in the group, but really everybody is fighting hard through this. We got some really powerful women on the course today. Just really stunning amount of strength. And that's something I've noticed over the years, having been on Zwift for several years, is the overall strength and power of the competitors is really just inspiring to see. Got Becca illuminated right now in the middle of this pack, wearing her fun, I don't know how you describe that helmet, putting out 300 watts. Wow.
Is that the cat helmet, or it's like is that what we're looking at?
Interesting bike choice that she's made. Any comments, thoughts on the bike choice? That disc wheel?
Yeah, maybe. I guess if you're a stronger climber, you could go with a heavier setup like that and be prepared for the downhill. That's the only thing I would think of, is that she's confident in her climbing abilities and really wants to hammer the finish. So I know in the Innsbruck ring, an arrow setup is ideal. So once they get back into town, that little leg snapper and finish, she'll really benefit from that arrow setup.
And she's not alone. There's another rider he's highlighted that also has near identical setup with that disc wheel in the back. Interesting play. I can see that in a roller, or somebody that has that ability to have, the punchy power, but also sustained power over a long time. Really interesting race. Cat 3, smaller group, starting to come apart a little bit here at the front. Got Catherine for Herd. Nice steady work. Boy, she's a powerful rider as well. In through this steep section here up at 10-11% grades. She is pushing it. Heart rate's under control though. 145, she's within that range. She has not spent all of her matches. So, smart racing.
Well, yeah, she's only 9 seconds back, so she could really make that up over the next, they're not that far into the climb, so maybe, 2K, and they got a total of 7 kilometers into the climb. So it's really important to pace this well and to just kind of stick to your power numbers and know what you can handle instead of chasing that rabbit at the front.
Oh my gosh, so true. Absolutely true. Great point. And that's the strategy of this type of racing. You use your strengths, you ride knowing yourself and how you ride best. If we get to worry about what the other racers are doing too much on a big climb, it can get you out of your game plan, and you won't always, I noticed I won't always ride as well as I had hoped. So when de-essing, I encourage, the racers, certainly on climbs and steady portions, to race their race.
Yeah, I think that's super important that you bring that up. Just, everybody's different, and we have a very, very broad range of abilities here. So really just sticking to your numbers and not getting caught up in what's going on at the front can really benefit you in the long run. Especially if you know you're not like a punchy power and racer, you can go into the end of the race with matches left in your pocket instead of all of them left on the climb back there.
Yeah, so true. Got Miss Douglas here highlighted in Cat 4. Nice steady work. Second position overall. She is chasing down the gazelle up ahead of her, kind of matching her if on the watts per kilogram. Interesting to watch those over to the side. And she's definitely continues to push above the average in the group, with Miss Backhouse in third, also very much in contention and hot on the heels. And she's still within visual reach. And this is that flat section of, I believe, kind of flattens out briefly. When you crest that hill, and this is important that you want to keep your speed up on the flat section, because you'll get some separation from the girls behind you. You don't want to ease up too much on the flat section.
So I think around this point, it's flattening out until about, it looks like 6K, and then it bumps up a little bit. So there are definitely some flat sections.
And that chase group can have a little advantage on the flat sections because they can use that draft to really develop some group speed if they decide to work together. It looks like they are. We've got 1, 2, 3, 7, looks like in this group. Pushing hard, keeping the speeds up. We've got 26 kilometers an hour heading into this hill. This is go time. This is go time. Depending on their assignments and what their strengths are, this is where it's going to start to get tough. And we see the numbers matching. These girls are pushing it. Heart rates are getting up there. Rosenquist here is not giving in. She's still pushing it. Hard section of the course here. Those are some big numbers. Okay, nice, fabulous. Really, looks like out of the saddle there with that rider. For 20 overall racers, it's really kind of breaking up into little clusters of 2s and 3s here off the back.
Yeah, that climb is really doing some damage here. I mean, like we said, fireworks from the beginning. I mean, you're 4K in, and there you go up the climb. Doesn't leave you much of a warm up.
No,
brutal.
It does not. That is so true. And oh my gosh, are they making some early attacks? Not too many racers are interested in just setting in and waiting. Oh, that's intriguing. Is that who do we have here?
They look like they're wearing the same kit, so that's GXY. I'm not sure what that actually stands for, that team.
Oh, Galaxy.
Here we go. There we go.
Beautiful kit. Galaxy Cycling Club. 2 ladies working together perfectly. Wearing their alpine hats. That's cute. Okay. This is still with Cat 4. Off the back. Getting it done. This is where you make gains as a racer. I don't know about you, Crystal. Some of the most memorable races I ever had in the day were when I was off the back and I didn't quit. That's when I gained strength and just fight and fight and fight.
Yeah, I mean, it really brings out the best in you, and you might be dying off the back, but you really push yourself and find what you're made of. So.
100%. Cat 5, good luck, Hannah from Level, and Cat 5 from Lisa Hopkins. That is very nice. Okay. Love that we've got
Hannah
here live. Yeah, go Hannah. Team Level.
So Hannah's in like 5th place right now, I believe.
Pushing hard up this climb. She's got.
Let's go, Hannah.
Go, Hannah. She's got someone to go with her now. Good. Other Cat 5 racers. We've got We've got Maria Coelho,
Cool.
Cat 5, showing the fire socks to the rider behind her, kind of discouraging her from pacing her down. Ellen
That
B.
is Sarah Albany, yeah, from Z Sun.
And 2.6 is effort.
Yeah,
2.4,
that is pushing it for this category.
it is. Absolutely. We've got a group of 4 or 5 behind her, pushing hard as well. They are not giving in. We've got, a surge. Who is that surging? Is that Sarah from Coalition making a very strong surge here? Catch that rider.
Yeah, and that's, I believe, Verity Horner.
Okay. We've got Wendy from Scotland, just a couple seconds behind, pace pairing up with another rider as well. Girls riding together, staying within eyesight of each other is really helpful. Keeps you inspired up those long climbs. Just seeing that rider ahead of you. Does that help with you when you climb, Crystal? Do you tend to look at those riders ahead? Do you look at the steepness? You watch your...
Yeah, I think I try not to look at how steep it is, but when I am, I do. It is helpful to look ahead and know, hey, I'm chipping away at the competitors, or try to stay within my range of power, like I said earlier. But looking ahead and having a field big enough to where you can look ahead and at least chase someone gives you some opportunity and a little bit of drive there to push yourself.
Absolutely. Yeah, when you're hurting and in that zone, your lungs are on fire, your heart is not wanting to go much. It does. They're suffering, you're suffering, you're going to get up this thing together.
Yeah, so we got Cat 2 has 3 racers together on the climb. Let's see where they're at.
I think this climb tops out around 10 kilometers.
Okay, so they're getting pretty close, it looks like. That's Natalie Smith from Riot, and then Doyle from Synergy, and then an Innsbruck rider. So right around this corner, it should start to flatten out, and most of the rest of the way to the finish, around 10K, is kind of in that 1 to 3% range. So they definitely want to get over this little last bit of climb together. You don't want to be that rider on the back, because then you come out of the draft and it's going to be harder to catch the front two. So these 3 want to stay together. Nobody wants to be the one that gets dropped up and over. So yeah, I think that the finish, where it kind of starts going down, is right at 10.7. So we've got about 1.5 to the 1.2 to the finish. Yeah, for the Cat 1 riders here. So, and they're pretty spread out now. Thelma's done some damage on this climb, so she's running away with it.
Indeed, she is. Look at that, 4.8 all the way. This woman is a diesel. She just keeps going. Very interesting, slow RPM. She's that out of the saddle type climber. 47, 48 RPM, and still just remarkable, fabulous power.
300 watts just consistently all the way up. Impressive.
That right there is the climber. That's an all-around powerful rider. I think I looked at her numbers earlier. She's also quite the sprinter. She's got 8.9 watts a kilogram. Is a larger, stronger rider, and she rides for Valhalla.
So I don't know what bike this is, but it's she's got more of an aero wheel, looks like. So I'm curious on Tina how much time she can make up on the downhill.
That's an excellent point, Crystal. Absolutely. Even though she's got the Aero helmet, the helmet itself doesn't aid in Zwift, to my understanding. But she's not quitting either.
Yep, she's still in it.
Okay, there's Telma. Looks like she's on the flat section before the climb banner, not letting up one bit. Power number.
Just has about 700 meters left to go there till the finish.
I saw her pushing 400 watts on that section. She is taking no prisoners. She's putting a stamp on this race. This is hers. She is getting into the heads.
I feel like Cat 2's flying. Like, the timestamp on theirs is just, they're at 10K as well. And just, I mean, that's a race there. They've got 3 still together coming to the top of the climb. We've got a solo on Cat 3. I'm not sure how far back the next person is for Cat 3. But she's soloing it as well. There we go. Absolutely. So we got, okay, that's Cat 1. And she's about to come to the finish of this climb. There's the banner there.
And she's not letting up. She's still pedal to the metal, like they said back in the day. She's still putting it down. Right after the banner, it doesn't tilt downward immediately, so it's important. We'll see, especially in the other categories, that you go up and over, and you don't let up as soon as you pass the banner, because you can get dropped from the pack if you're with a group. You don't want to be dropped going downhill. So people will hopefully be very attentive through this banner, and not let up on power until they've rebuilt their speed. Oh, all
right, here's Cat 2 coming to the banner now. 3 people, and the next person back is 1 minute back. So this is, I believe these will be our top 3 finishers here. They'll go down that mountain fast.
Absolutely, they will. They're very capable.
They'll draft off each other. And
all right, very excellent time. Oh, she really.
All right, we have this Cat 3 rider is coming up, 9.6, so she's got about 1K left in the climb.
Who do we have here? We've got 10 times. Nina Ines, riding for the Vikings, 50-plus rider out of Norway. And she is getting
the next person's back about a minute back, so
she's really dominating.
Gap on that.
She's a fairly light rider, 55 kilograms, age 50. She puts it all out there, though. She definitely pushes. I'm looking at her past races, and she empties her tank.
This is Catherine, that's in second place in the category 3 from Herd.
Catherine D. Cat 3. Let's go take a look. Must have been a late sign on. I don't see her there.
All right, here's Cat 4, which has a huge gap on the second person as well. So,
oh my gosh, I would say so. A minute 18.
Now they've got a good group back. I mean, that, second has about a 30-second lead on third, and then third and fourth. So I'm thinking third, fourth, fifth, they're going to group up at the top of this and catch the second place. And it's going to be, I mean, they could do some damage as a 4-person group coming down the climb. I think they have a good possibility of catching the leader here, Leah Feasy.
Yep. Looks like Leah is a light rider, so she's a climber out of the UK at 45 kilograms, a younger rider. Not unexpected, but very brilliant race to get up and use her strength as a climber to really get separation early. We got some really smart racing. It's going to be harder for her as a sprint finish, so you might as well use this race and get up and over that top first.
Trying to get that advantage. I'm still sticking to it. They're going to catch her. We'll see.
Oh, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. They certainly have the power to. if they work together.
All right, this is category 3. She's coming to the banner, getting over the banner about a minute ahead of the next competitor, Catherine from Herd. So Nina will finish the climb first.
Quite the statement, absolutely. Nina is putting it down. This is a real epic effort. And I don't think she's going to be caught, Crystal. She's only got the 2 chases at this point. And
yeah, and they're spread out. I mean, unless something happens, but they're really spread out and won't be able to work together to catch up with her. So that's Sweet Hamathy is Larissa Lunal, and she actually filled out our form. So she's in 3rd in this category 3 race. Here comes Catherine coming up to the line here.
3rd racer, and she's pushing it, rebuilding some speed right here. Still well above 3 watts, pushing 4 watts a kilogram to the finish.
Oh yeah, she's really hungry. Pushing over the top. Yeah, like you said earlier, just push over the top of that climb.
Be interesting to see if she keeps the pressure on. 145 beats a minute. She may have some energy in her battery yet. Wait and see what she does here through the banner. And this is Catherine B. I don't think we had her in the. Okay.
All right, Cat 4. So we're coming up to the banner for Cat 4.
Brilliant. This race has been broken apart. I see one chase group back around 2 minutes back. A little grouping of 3. Otherwise, this is smashed.
Yeah, this I'm most excited about that chase group though. I mean, they're gonna do some damage on the downhill for sure. So I'm excited to see that race come together.
I think she's got it. Minute 40.
Think so? All right.
Leah, is it? Let's check this racer. Oh, I switched. Elfeezy. We'll check her one more time.
There's Margaret with 2 people chasing.
Margaret, she's got an engine. She knows
Margaret's one of the OGs, ATP racing. So I've been racing with Margaret we started ATP in 2017, and I feel like she's been with us since the beginning. So it's always a pleasure racing with her. She's such a strong competitor and just a really nice person. So.
Cat 1 and Cat 2 are neck and neck. Okay. You must be coming up in terms of overall time. Oh, they are. They're very close on the course. We can see they're both right about the same spot on the course.
Oh, yeah. See, Cat 2 is just, they're flying.
Oh, my gosh, they are. Absolutely. You were spot on. You spotted that very early.
It's easier. They had a group of 3 going up the climb. When you have a group, you're going to push yourself harder.
1000% so true. As we see that group, we see one
group
there.
Category 4 is coming to the line at the KOM, so there they go.
Staying together, that's smart. Hopefully they will work together going up and over. See if they can chase our leader down.
Galaxy, Aeonian, and ATP all right together.
Go, Leah.
They've only got 33 seconds back from the second place rider.
It looks like Leah, I see 2 minutes up. She is still powered down. She is not going softly down the downhill.
No, I think she's aware that she needs to keep on it.
Keep the pressure Absolutely. We'll watch that time interval and see what happens with that as these very seasoned racers chase from behind in that 3, 4, 5 position. It's important to build speed on this flat section, not to go too easy just yet until you tip down.
All right, we have our 6th place rider in the category 4 coming up over the KQOM.
She's got 3 on her heel, so she's in that tough no woman's land right there.
Yeah,
with the 3 in front of her, 3 behind her. It's going to be a hard spot.
I would probably let them catch on the downhill so that I had some buddies to draft off of for the rest of the race. Do you still
I think that would be. I would do the same. That's what I would advise.
It's over half you're not even halfway through the race yet, so it's good to save a little energy on that downhill, maybe with a group.
Absolutely correct, Crystal. I agree entirely. That's what I would recommend as well. Got KJ watching the race. It's amazing. Okay, it is amazing. It's fun to watch this kind of climbing race. It's so different. This race has everything in it. It has the sustained climb. It has the strategy of getting over the tops and getting tucked in on the downhills. We've got some flats. You have to save a little bit for the end as a scratch race. Your overall finishing position is where all the points are. All right, we've got Cat 5, a rider from Team Rockies. 30 seconds up on the competition. Let's see if we can look something up about this racer. What's her name one more time? Balin. Okay. I'm looking for her in our list. Sarah Balin, 50 and over racer. Fabulous. Being over 50 myself, big fan of us seasoned racers. She comes out of the United Kingdom racing for Herd. Very solid racer, level 57 on Zwift. It's exciting to see what she does here.
She's got one person 30 seconds back. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
She has a possibility there of catching on, I think, depending on how they attack the next few kilometers.
Jessica from Canada, Team Art. You are spot on. A little heavier rider than the rider ahead of her, so she may have that advantage on the downhill. She can kind of build her speed, use that to her advantage on the flat and the downhill. She may make up a few seconds. Behind her, the race is more broken apart, but everybody's fighting and going to keep fighting for their positions. Connie behind her. There's hope for Dino. Team Dino is behind her. There's Connie riding for Cruise Bike. Got the fun out.
Oh yeah, so she's there by herself as well. So, you get someone 2 minutes back and a minute up. So she's coming over this KOM. Should be good to go.
Yeah.
Who stays on it? I think she'll be good to go for third. Here we go.
Absolutely. There's always that chance she could chase some down ahead of her, but it just depends how much and how deep she can go.
If Jessica can close on this downhill to Sarah at the front, then I think those two are clear. They're clear to go.
Oh, that would be an awful hard catch.
Yeah, it doesn't look like the times are coming together at all, though. So
75 kilometers per hour on the downhill. Lashley very smartly. You noticed you saw her pedal again. There's a couple sections on the downhill that kind of flattened out. You definitely don't want to be caught unaware in those sections because your speed will drop off. You definitely want to re-pedal whenever the downhill flattens out again. I've seen some racers just go into draft mode and forget to do that, and they'll lose 10, 15 seconds on the downhill. So that's really attentive racing by her. Okay, looks like Cat 2s have actually, on the course itself, have moved ahead.
They've already gone over they've already gone over the leg snapper. She's coming into the sprint now. And
Very
remember,
exciting.
we are ending at 24 kilometers, so she's getting close to, or 23.8, Ari. So she's getting close to the end here.
It
is a close race, though.
Here.
We got 20 seconds back. Doyle.
Longdale is putting it out, though. She's not giving her any space, any maneuvering room. She is all in. And a Longdale, she's very capable racer out of New Zealand. FTP of 270. Oh my gosh, that is some strength. Wow.
It looks like her average for today is 256, I think.
Stunning. That is an athlete, ladies and gentlemen. That is a powerful athlete. She's not a sprinter, interestingly, so this is a roller extraordinaire. This is a race for her. Look at her. Just steady. There is no chance for the racer behind her to catch with that kind of just raw power on the flats. Anna Longdale, New Zealand, racing for Team New Zealand BRO. Level 100 Zwift racer. Forget about it. What do they say? Like, drop the mic? I think that's what the cool kids say.
Mic drop, yeah. Mic drop. Level 100, mic drop. Yeah, but she's going to run away with this one. So she's putting time into Lucy here.
She is. Lucy Doyle from Synergy, a really strong women's team. They have a men's team as well. They have a Facebook page, website. Lucy is out of the United Kingdom, also a very solid racer. 230 FTP at a mere 57 kilograms. Very strong. And a well-earned second over the finish line for Lucy. As you can see, though, 28 seconds. Yeah.
Congrats, Anna, on your win.
Solid win. Fabulous effort. You earned that.
Here's Lucy, 200 meters back. She's putting down power there.
Look at that. A lot of racers may just say, oh, I'm in second. I can just chill. Not Lucy. She's
going to sprint it out. Good job, Lucy.
Oh my gosh, yes. Heart and soul. That woman is on fire too. Go, Nicole.
Oh, we're with the category 1 now. This is Thelma.
Thelma's got this race here. She's got it in the bag. She's going to go ahead and sprint out the finish too for her fans around the world. Show us some of that power that she's got stored away. Still at 53 RPM. Wow. Stunning. She has some
this is, she's going to come away with this, but Tina's still going to get a great overall score because there's 2 in the race. So she's still coming away with a second place and great for her overall standings. Oh, here's category 2. This is Natalie. Go Natalie Smith for Riot, finishing up here.
That's the nice thing about these races is even if you're second, if there's only 2 racers, as it happens to be a small field, it really still delivers points for your team. As they watch the season standings for your team, that's also very fun. It feels nice to deliver.
All right, here's Melissa Tuma with Synergy.
Finishing strong, emptying her tank. Her coach is saying, go, 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 allay, allay, allay.
Someone 10 seconds back. Don't let them catch you. Good job, Melissa.
Yeah, everybody's finishing strong.
Yeah, Amanda Robinson, and this category 2 group is just fast.
Oh my
Good job,
gosh.
Amanda.
I think they blew away the predicted times, I would say. Oh my gosh, there goes the jump. They're both redlining.
Yeah.
Love
Nice
it.
sprint finish.
Love
There's the fire socks.
She got her
Over
on timing.
11 watts per kilo. We're in the double digits.
And she had it. Yeah. Once you've got that sprint finish is so key on timing. Once you get a little gap and the racer behind you doesn't have any more slipstream to sit in, it's over.
All right,
Becca.
This is
Go, Becca.
Coalition. Go, Becca.
There's your lovely commentator for much of this season. Getting it done. Really racing. She races a lot as well, hopefully. And she tends to recover well as well. Solid finish for her. Just such a powerful racer.
Good job, Becca. Way to finish strong. We have Tina here, Category 1, finishing out her race. She'll come in with second place.
Delivering those key points for season's standings for her team. Always important. And a lovely feeling.
It really pays to show up.
It does. Okay. This is
So this is Nina for Category 3. Nina.
She has stayed away.
Yep.
They're not giving up,
She-
Crystal. These girls finish
No.
all the way to the end, don't they?
Yeah, but they have such a huge gap, and it's impressive to me. They're just staying on the gas, so good on them. That's amazing.
Yeah. They're putting the effort in. You would see, sometimes you'd even see like a higher level racer say, my day is done. I earned my paycheck. Not these ladies. They are just finishing, putting it all out there. It's not just about position. They're finishing this. I love it. And this is where those gains are made. They really are.
So this is the 200 meters from the finish line here. Good job, Nina. Congrats on your win today.
Especially nobody dropped off, poor thing. Yeah, solid efforts all the way to the line. Way to get it done.
Draft fans, not much help when you don't have anyone in front of you.
No, yeah, what do you do? There's a little option to put it in the garbage can that's easier to just hit it.
Yeah,
all right,
definitely
well
doesn't
done.
hurt anything. All right, we got Catherine
coming to the line, about a little more than 500 meters to go, I would guess. Oh, there it is, right on the top of the screen, 600 meters. Have you raced this course very much, Crystal?
No, I've done the shorter Innsbruck ring in town, but I typically don't go across the river. So today's going to be a adventure. So how about you?
Across the river. I ditto. Just that Innsbruck loop with the leg snapper, that painful 1 minute climb.
Yeah, we get a lot of courses over there, a lot of races over there, but it's nice to get us across and broaden our horizons a little bit with that nice and brutal climb.
I agree. I think the climbs are still important. And it really tasks a different part of your energy systems and fitness.
All right, good job, Catherine, finishing second out of...
Oh, yeah. Nice effort. Well done. Getting points for her team. Somebody stayed away.
All right, she did. Wow,
she pushed hard.
Good job.
She must have really pushed on the flatlands and up and over perhaps
Leah.
the leg snapper to
Great
finish
job,
it out.
Leah.
And the chasers haven't let up.
No, but they really didn't close on her at all. So
An interesting development right behind her, though. We've got it's broken
they did
up into
catch
two.
the second. Yeah, they did catch that second person though, which I did predict, but I really thought that group would catch. They must be playing cat and mouse back there, um, getting recovery for that strong sprint finish.
And this lady she put it out there. She didn't let up.
Yeah,
She
while
really
they're playing
delivered.
games, she stayed on the gas. Good job, Leah.
She got it.
Way to finish
Interesting
strong.
development right behind her. It'll be fun to watch too. Awesome job. Great job. We've got the two pairs here. What are they going to do? Let's watch for the group right behind them, 8 seconds behind.
Nice.
Are they going to try to launch an attack and catch these two, or is it
It looks
each
like
group
they're
of each
just
pair?
gonna. It looks like they're not trying to catch. I don't. Maybe
I
I don't
agree.
know. It's hard to tell.
I think you're spot on. Looks like it's going to be sprinting it out each pair. Positioning, little cat and mouse, like you said. When to go. Person on the
We've got
front.
the Galaxy Rider on the front, and Aeonian trying to sit back and take advantage of that draft coming into the finish here.
And if you let up too much, then it gives an opportunity to the pair behind you to chase you down. So trying to get into the rear spot where all the draft is, you don't want to over cat and mouse it. Okay, back house is right on her. Looks like she's starting to accelerate.
Oh,
There's
she's
her
gonna
partner.
go.
All right, Beth, can you match her? Jump on those pedals. Whatever you got left. Let's see if she's got it.
She's trying. She's gonna try.
Oh, too little, too late, or is she going to get her?
Oh no, she's got the draft fan. Finally, the draft came to good
What
use.
happened? Back house, did she
Way to
lose
go.
connection? She looks
I don't know.
either she lost
Unfortunate.
connection.
That's
but she
hopefully
finished.
not. That would be a stinky way to finish.
Oh my God!
All
Absolutely.
right.
Nice finish, you two. There we go. Margaret
job.
coming alive. Fit. Cat 4. Miss Lashley in No Woman's Land, but getting it done. Okay. Boy, she's really 188 beats a minute. She has emptied her tank and then some.
Trying to stay away. I mean, she's got someone 20 seconds back, so really
they're
pushing
chasing.
that last little bit.
188 beats a minute. That's phenomenal effort right there. Miss Lashley for Team BMTR. Let's see if we can learn about her. Big group of 4s. Looking, searching. There we go. Labassi Lashley from Team Zwifterland. I think she's an American rider, though. Very tall. 50 plus. Wow, at that heart rate, that is some real going deep. She has gone very deep. Good on her. Way to get it done. Way to push hard. Heart and soul. Nice finish for her and for her team.
Good job, Lashley. Way to push.
Oh, Rhino's got somebody on her heel, but she's got it here. 6 seconds ahead. She won't have any trouble. This is the Cat 4.
Nice.
Finishing out.
Teresa. Go, Teresa. Good job. This is
Everybody
Alan Strawford from Team Crush Pod finishing.
Nicely done.
Lena, Swedish Swifter here.
That's one of the wonderful things about Zwift is all the other racers from around the world is just fabulous to see.
Yeah, especially this time zone, you get so many different countries all come together to race.
And I've noticed you see lots of people over and over. That's also very nice. So it's not like a whole new group of people each time you get onto Zwift and race. You start to recognize names, and you get to make friends that way too.
This is one of our Category 5 racers coming into the finish, so this will be our first place Category 5.
Balin out of Rocky's got just
Sarah
9 seconds left.
Balin.
She's being chased. But
Good
looks like
job,
she's
Sarah. Stay in
Super
it,
well
stay in it.
Balin, let's take a look.
It's going to be a close one. Jessica's really pushing, trying to close that gap.
Sarah Balin, nice job from the herd. All right. Yep. Miss Lay is right
She's
on her.
going to get it just barely, though, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there's Jessica. Good, strong finish. Way to close that gap. We've got Connie from Cruise Bike.
Coming in for a very respectable third place. Hard fought, and then the group's pretty broken apart, looks like behind that. Don't see any groupings anywhere.
I feel like these, no, it looks like they're pretty spread out, like a minute here, a minute there.
It's a lot of those dig deep moments when you're out there riding alone in no woman's land. Get into that zone.
Cat 5, really, they put some good times up this for this time zone. They definitely beat the earlier time.
Yes, and the prediction was, 52 to over a minute, and look at her, she's 6 minutes ahead of the minute prediction.
Yeah.
Well done, ladies. Lots of effort out here. You can see Hannah behind your 4 minutes. You must be on that steep downhill right after the leg snapper. That's that time when your lungs finally get to stop burning for 2 seconds. Nice finish there. Time to get it done. Smashy, smashy. As they say about the leg snapper, it's so steep that your legs get out of breath.
Yeah, so we've got Geraldine Hope from Drafting Dinos. She's got about 1.5K left, yeah.
Finishing strong, good speed right there at 37 kilometers an hour, 38 kilometers an hour. I'll keep her out of harm's way. Nobody's going to catch her. Well done, finishing this race out. I'd love to see Wendy from Coalition catch her teammate Sarah. Looks like 40 seconds ahead of her. I see that in the field coming up. There's a couple close ones. It looks like a couple racers about 2.5 minutes back. They're getting pretty close to each other. But well done for this racer from Dinos. Finishing out very respectable, like 4th place finish for this race. It should move her up in her overall Zwift score. Such a high finish. Well done. It's a really pretty kit that they've got going. It's fun too. The Team Dinos. Like just behind, we've got Hannah, looks like from Team Level, and a rider named Horner. They're really close on each other. There should be some excitement there.
Oh yeah, that'll be a nice sprint finish. Oh,
it's like those two are
Hannah
pretty
have
close.
A dropout? She's got 0 watts.
Probably on the downhill. I would say she's on the downhill. Maybe.
Oh, okay, maybe after the snap. Yeah, leg snapper, maybe.
Maybe. Okay. Watching.
I hope.
Finish.
Oh, no,
Oh
she's sitting there. Oh,
no,
no, Hannah.
no,
Oh, we
no.
were looking forward to that sprint finish
Oh
there.
gosh, thank you for
I
um,
feel for you, Hannah.
to Damon.
Man.
Thank you for that cut in to see what's going on with her. Oh gosh. Let's hope that she, after all that effort, she can get it figured out though. All right. Thank you
All
for
right,
taking us
here's
back.
Geraldine coming in for her finish.
Way to finish it. There you go. That's it. That's what we're talking about. You get it all off the table. She finished her plate. Nothing left. That's the way to finish. Well earned. Well done. I see Ukrainian flag. Is that correct? From Miss Allenby.
Yes, I think that's Sarah Albany, I believe. Yeah. Allenby, not Albany. Allenby, Sarah.
Allenby, 50 plus
Yeah.
rider riding for his son, is riding for Ukraine. Solid racer, level 67. Nice finish. Well done. Super good job.
This is Maria racing for ART. We've got Verity Horner here.
And is Sarah going to wait for Wendy? Nope. That's okay. She's pushing. She's steady. Wendy's chasing. Come on, Wendy. Push up and over these little knobs. You've got someone ahead of you to chase. Oh, Hannah.
This breaks my heart.
No. Has that ever happened to you? Crystal, has that ever happened?
Oh yeah, unfortunately, with the technology, you always have a couple, you always have that chance of something dropping out, but you try to make all the necessary preparations that you can, and sometimes this just happens. So it's unfortunate, though.
A lot less than I noticed like 5, 6, 7 years ago on Zwift. It would happen more with my setups. Now it really is very, very rare.
Yeah, the importance of a nice internet connection and all the nice equipment and is really good.
Power backup. Yeah.
So my
pretty rare. Go ahead. Sorry.
I've had a couple dropouts, and it's the words that come out of the bike room aren't necessarily the most PG, so we had to make sure the setup is good for race day for sure. All right, let's go. Let's push over that last little push. There you go. Now it's downhill and flat to the finish.
Up and over, regain that speed, keep that speed momentum going. Don't let the lactate kill you.
All right, so here's some of our results. Yeah. All right, why don't you go ahead and...
This is a Cat 2 group. Very powerful racers here with fabulous fast race. Anna Longdill takes the win. 43 minutes, 12 seconds. Really stunning effort. Followed by Lucy Doyle. On her tail, Natalie Smith. Great job, Natalie. Once again, Melissa in 4th. Amanda takes 5th. Angelique takes 6th. A little help with 7.
Julia, maybe?
Okay, Julia.
I'm going with Julia.
Thank you. Sorry for our ladies from across the globe. Anthea in 8th. Julia, again, a different Julia in 9th. And Becca Nielsen taking that 10th spot for the Cat 2s. Well done, ladies. Well, all of you.
Good job. Here's our category 1. Thelma put her stamp on today's race with a very exciting climb, and then Tina and then Tina, good job, Tina, 2nd place. Way to put it all out there, and her watts per kilo were actually higher, so way to go, Tina.
Thelma shut it down after the climb, but she was over with no group to chase her down. So she just took her lead over the climb and relaxed, which is fine. Cat 3, all 3 racers pushed all the way to the finish. Fabulous job, ladies. Nina takes the win. Catherine, number 2. Sweet Hamothy, number 3. All of you, fabulous efforts. You got it done today. Made your teams proud.
Great job, Cat 3. All
Crystal,
right,
you want
we've got our category 4 was an exciting race as well. We have Leah coming in first here with Beth, Helen, Catherine, Margaret, Lashley, Teresa, Allie, Lena, and Jill. Way to go, ladies. This was a really exciting race to watch. Y'all did amazing. Good job.
Look at those watts per kilogram numbers, and they're in Cat 4. I mean, that is big time. That's everybody putting it all out there. And Cat 5, ladies, also a nice solid effort. Still a few ladies left on the course, but the top 4, we have Sarah Balin. Fabulous job. You really owned this race. Nice job. Jessica, number 2. Connie in 3rd. Daryl Dean takes the 4th position. Well done, ladies. And we've got a few more to finish out. And you can find those results on Zwift Power as those efforts still are contributing to the team. Well done, all. That was an exciting race, honestly.
It was really good. And yes, so exciting. So many different races within a race, especially those, chase groups that we didn't quite know if they'd catch on or not. So that kept us in the game and kept us watching. So thanks for the excitement, ladies. So you want to tell us what we have next week, Ruth?
Next week we go to Scotland, I believe. Let's take a look. All of these are coming up. I think it's the Loch Loop, and it's an individual time trial, if I recall. Let's let it come up here in a second. Yeah, the Loch Loop in Scotland, really a gorgeous course, lots of fun. I particularly like the Scotland map, even though it's small. I really enjoy those courses. It gives a little bit of everything. And no long sustained climbs, but it's going to be an exciting race to watch for sure.
Yes, I'm looking forward to the time trial.
And that's the ultimate test of truth, and we'll finish out the season for this very successful women's summer racing season on Zwift. Yeah,
it's really been enjoyable. And do you have anything left, Ruth?
Just remember ZRL as well is coming up in the fall as people finish out their summer, in real life season racing as well. You'll see the groups and the team racing really go to the next level again this next fall, and watch for that as well. Same team, same racers.
Yeah, it's an exciting time for women's racing. So to wrap up, I want to quote Anthony McCrossan from Stage 2 of the TDF FEM avec Zwift this morning. If you don't have the coverage, there is no inspiration. So thanks to everyone, especially Damon Bates, who does all of the elaborate behind-the-scenes setup that makes this broadcast possible. Please like and subscribe to ZMS Esports Studio, and be sure to tune in next week for our time trial.
Thank you, Damon, so much. Thank you, everybody.
Bye, y'all.